Today, we're gonna do Shiny Button prototype. Let's start with typing button text, and I'm gonna use font Inter with 14 pixels height and 24 pixels line height. Next, we're gonna fill it with the linear gradient, and I'm gonna use white color at opacity 30% and then white color at opacity 100%. Next, I'm gonna add an auto layout with the spacing of 8 pixels and then padding 24 pixels on a side and 8 pixels top and bottom, and we're gonna fill it with white color at 1%. And next, we're gonna add radial gradient with white opacity at 100 going to white opacity at 0%, and the gradient opacity we're gonna change it to 10% and add some rounded corners. Next, I'm gonna add a stroke, white color with 10% opacity. Next, I'm gonna duplicate that button, and this time I'm gonna change our radial gradient to 24% opacity. I'm gonna select both buttons and create a component set. So the first one is our default, the second one is our hover state. Let's go to prototype and connect them on the while hovering. We're gonna change it to hover. And the animation, I'm gonna use Smart Animate with the curve of slow. Next thing, we're gonna do the button base, so I'm gonna draw a rectangle and give it the same size as our original button and rounded corners. I'm gonna fill with the black color, and the next thing, we're gonna draw some circles to imitate the stars. I'm using 1 pixel circle with opacity at 50%, and I'm gonna fill up all the canvas to create the stars effect. Next, where we have our stars, I'm gonna duplicate the button base, so the black rectangle, and I'm gonna move it to the top. Next, I'm gonna select everything and use it as a mask. So our top button base, we're gonna remove the fill and we're gonna add a stroke. So I'm gonna use the angular gradient for this, and I'm gonna use the stops at 15, 75 and 100%, color white and opacity 0, 0, 50%. Next, I'm gonna move our angular gradient to create side shadow. On top of that, we're gonna add exact angular gradient to make the side shadow even deeper. So that was 0, 75% and 100%, color white, and opacity 0, 0, 50%. Let's make the stroke size of 2 pixels and move into effects. Then I'm gonna change into layer blur, and let's give it maybe 6 pixels. Next, I'm gonna frame that selection and give it another stroke. So for the stroke, we're gonna use exact angular gradient combination, adjust to your liking. So now we have the main line and then like blurry shadow behind it. I'm gonna create a component out of that and add a couple of variants. So our first variant is the right side, then the second one we're gonna create a bottom side. So I'm just gonna adjust our angular gradient placing to create this effect. Then I'm gonna repeat exact same process for the left side and for the top side. So for the left side, I'm gonna duplicate our right side and then simply reverse our angular gradient. And for the top one, I'm gonna duplicate the bottom one and again reverse the gradient. Once we have our all side done, let's go into prototype mode and connect all of them. So we're gonna connect right side to the bottom. After delay of 1 millisecond, change into bottom. Then we're gonna use the Smart Animate with the curve of linear, and let's give it maybe 1400 milliseconds. So I'm gonna connect all of them. Then we're gonna connect to the left side, then to the top, and don't forget top connect to the right side again. And let's try it out. So I'm gonna draw a black frame. I'm gonna place our button first, and then on top of that, I'm gonna place our button line component. Parts are aligned perfectly. Switch to prototype mode and enjoy our interactive prototype. If you like those kind of tutorials, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and see you next one.